Good day, everyone. Welcome to today's newspaper review on your favorite channel, Afric Hedge TV, located in Osun State, Nigeria, and I am Oladile Akpara. Let us start today's newspaper review from the Punch newspaper. Breaking: INEC declared Tinubu winner of presidential election. 70-year-old pool 8,794,726 votes to win the 2023 presidential election. The INEC chairman, Professor Mahmood Yakub, announced Tinubu as the winner at the International Coalition Center in Abuja during the early hour of today. Tinubu won the election ahead of other contenders, the People's Democratic Party candidate Atiku Abubakar, the Labour Party candidate Peter Obi, and the New Nigeria People's Party candidate Rabiu Kwankwaso. The three leading presidential candidates won in 12 states each, while Kwankwaso claimed only Kano State. Tinubu edged Atiku, a former vice president and his closest challenger, with no fewer than 1.8 million votes. It's my turn, actually, Tinubu said in an acceptance speech. An elected Bola Tinubu enthused and her after he was declared the president-elect of Nigeria by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) on Wednesday morning. I am profoundly humbled to serve as the 16th president of our beloved country. This is a shining moment in the life of any man, an affirmation of our democratic existence, he added. The former Lagos State Governor and presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress (APC) thanked all those who participated in the February 25th election with particular motions of articulated, obedient, ratified, and Kwankwaso supporters. He took the opportunity to appeal to his fellow contestants to let them team up together. It is the only nation we have. It is one country and we must build together. Now to the Vanguard newspaper. Presidential Nas Kul Isham Okowa and Denti Ahmed. The vice presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Senator Ifeanyi Okowa, and his counterpart in the Labour Party, Dr. Yusuf Ahmed Baba Ahmed, has dismissed last week's presidential election as a sham. The duo stated this at a briefing in Abuja yesterday. Reading from a prepared text, Governor Okowa said what the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Mahmood Yakub, was doing by announcing results yet to be uploaded on the INEC portal was illegal and would not stand, adding that the promise by the INEC chairman to reveal the results after the declaration was a joke. Okowa noted that last year, everybody, including the INEC chairman, was very excited about the Electoral Act. Speaking shortly after Okowa, Baba Ahmed said, "I aligned myself with my brother, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa." And now back to the Punch newspaper. Emulate Jonathan, accept defeat. APC tells Atiku and Obi. The All Progressive Congress Presidential Campaign Council has called on the presidential candidate of Labour Party, Peter Obi, and his counterpart from the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, to accept defeat by calling to congratulate the APC flag bearer, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. The APC PCC Special Advisor on Media and Strategic Communication, Dele Alake, made a call at a press conference in Abuja to address the call for the Independent National Electoral Commission results to cancel the election. The development is coming in the wake of the demand by the PDP, LP, and the African Democratic Congress for INEC Electoral Commission. The development is coming in the wake of the demand by the PDP, LP, and the African Democratic Congress for INEC National Chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakub, to step aside. The three parties had in a joint press conference on Tuesday alleged that the February 2023 presidential and National Assembly election were marred with violence, rigging, and intimidation of voters. In the same vein, the PDP vice presidential candidate Ifeanyi Okowa has asked Yakub to cancel the result of Saturday's election. Okowa claimed that there was no transparency in the process because the results were not transmitted electronically from the polling unit. But the APC-PCC rejected the call and rather urged Atiku and Obi to borrow a leaf from former President Goodluck Jonathan, who in 2015 called to congratulate the APC candidate Muhammadu Buhari even before INEC finished announcing the result of the election. Still in the Punch newspaper, election results now Oni called for patience, decorum. The National Orientation Agency has appealed to Nigerians to remain calm and avoid acts and utterances capable of overheating the politics as the Independent National Electoral Commission collates results of the general elections, especially the special election. The Director General of the agency, Gabal Abari, in a statement on Tuesday, appealed to citizens to conduct themselves with decorum, especially regarding the still ongoing collation of results. On Tuesday, the Ooni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye, also said the confusion trailing Saturday's polls was unnecessary and called on politicians to avoid actions capable of eating up the politic. He equally urged our youth to resist all pressure to be utilized by unpatriotic elements as though. Election results, UN urged stakeholders to remain calm. The United Nations on Tuesday appealed to all stakeholders to remain calm through the conclusion of the electoral process in just concluded Presidential and National Assembly in Nigeria. UN spokesperson Stephanie Dujarric, in a statement, called on all political leaders and their supporters to ensure a peaceful atmosphere. He also called on them to refrain from any conduct such as hate speech, misinformation, or incitement to violation that could undermine the electoral process and ultimately the peace and stability of Nigeria. Still in the Punch newspaper, polls, Catholic Bishop raised alarm over poor conduct. The Catholic Bishop Conference of Nigeria, CBCN, has raised the alarm that the human element in the last election, as well as the delay in the electric transmission of results to the viewing portals of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) before the announcement, has queried the support transparency of the entire process. The stand of the Catholic bishop was made public via a press statement signed by the CBCN president, Most Reverend Lucas Iwariju Ogori, and made available to newsmen in Warri yesterday. Part of the statement read, "For a very long time now, we have been praying for peaceful, transparent, and credible election, as well as an accurate transmission of their results, while warning that there is palpable tension in the air and agitation, not just by some political parties, but by the cross-section of the Nigerian population." The Catholic bishop, however, urged INEC to promptly take advantage steps, while warning that there is palpable tension in the air and agitations, urged INEC to promptly take adequate steps to address the issue of concern in order to diffuse the tension and the interest of the common goal. Arrest and prosecute electoral offenders. Falana, Lagos chairman of the Alliance on Surviving COVID-19 and Beyond, ASCAB, Falana, yesterday recommended that those involved in the last Saturday's presidential and National Assembly elections violation should be arrested and prosecuted by the relevant government agency. To deal with electoral offences committed during election in Nigeria, the Muhammad Wasiu's Electoral Reform Plan had recommended the setting up of the Electoral Offences Commission. The recommendation was ignored by the political class, but due to pressure mounted on the National Assembly by progressive civil society group, the Senate passed the Electoral Offences Commission Bill in July 2021. Up to now, the members of the House of Representatives have refused to pass the bill for undisclosed reason. The INEC, employed by 145 of the Electoral Act 2022 to prosecute electoral offenders, has said that it cannot combine the conduct of election with the trial of electoral offenders. Happily, the Nigerian Bar Association has announced that its members are prepared to embark on the prosecution of electoral offenders in all states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory. To the Punch newspaper, ensure people's wish prevail, CAN tells INEC. Christian Association of Nigeria on Tuesday expressed concern over tense political atmosphere in the country, calling on the Independent National Electoral Commission to ensure that the will of the people prevail. The president of CAN, Archbishop Daniel Oko, expressed this view in a statement titled Election. CAN appeals for calm, demand responsible action from INEC and others. CAN specifically asked all presidential candidates to abide by the spirit and letter of peace accord they signed before the election. Still in the Punch newspaper, election, Sharia Council urge aggrieved to go to court. The Supreme Council for Sharia in Nigeria, SCSN, has told those not comfortable with the outcome of last Saturday election to go to court. While speaking to journalists on Tuesday in Kaduna, the Secretary General of the Supreme Council of Sharia in Nigeria, Malam Nafiu Baba Ahmed, said the 2023 general election was so far satisfactory, adding that no election is perfect all over the world. The council appealed to Nigerians to remain calm and respect the will of the majority, noting that the future of Nigeria can only be achieved through a stable and peaceful transition. Polls don't truncate electoral process, Afenifere, ARG, CSO tells Obasanjo and others. The Pan-Yoruba Socio-Political Organization, Afenifere, yesterday disagreed with those calling for the cancellation of Saturday's presidential election, saying such a call is capable of truncating the electoral process. Afenifere, in a statement by its National Publicity Secretary, Mr. Jare Ajayi, said the call was necessitated by a statement credited to former President Olusegun Obasanjo in which he demanded the stoppage of the presidential election results being made by INEC. The ongoing announcement of the election results should be concluded. Those who are not satisfied either with the process or the outcome can seek redress through the path outlined by the law, election tribunal, and the courts. And that is all for the newspaper review for today. Join us tomorrow on another edition of this program, and you can as well follow us on all our social media handles. I am Oladele Apara.